We're missing something. So just do your stuff right. As long as you do, you'll still get a piece of the pie.
Welcome, everybody. We'll keep waiting until 12:30 before we get started, but we are recording this for folks who can't be here, and so we will try to get started right on time.
Microphone, default microphone, Yeti, yeah. Remy, can you hear me at all? Okay.
Okay, we're getting close. Looks like it's about 12:30 and we've got a bunch of people on the call. We'll go ahead and get started. It's nice to see everybody. Maybe if we could just go like down the list and just say hi and maybe what company you're from and which challenge you're attending. This is the judges training call for the 2 challenges that we have next week, both the one at Tidewater Community College and the one in Charlottesville. So just so you know, you're all from maybe different places. So we'll just go down the list. I have Peter. Peter,
Oh, hi. Yeah, Peter Shaw, Professor Emeritus of Business Administration, Tidewater Community College. I'm retired, and I'm a rookie at this. This is my first time.
Awesome. Well, there's not a lot of a learning curve. You'll be great, I'm sure. Emery, you're next on my list.
Hi, I'm Emery Lawson. I am a sales manager at Earthright Mid-Atlantic down here in Lynchburg. I do live in Virginia Beach, but we do solar and energy efficiency work throughout the state of Virginia.
Thanks for being here, Emery. Megan, you're next on my list.
Hi, I'm Megan Milo, Sun Tribe Solar, and this will be my 3rd year attending Kidwind and my 2nd year judging, and I'm looking forward to it again this year.
Wonderful. Anna, do you want to say hi?
Hi, everybody. My name's Anna. I work at JMU with Remy, and I have been coordinating the logistics for the events.
Awesome. Rich, you're next on my list.
Hey, Remy. Hey, everybody. Rich Levy. I'm founder and president of Sun Tribe Solar. This will be my 1st year, so I'm excited.
Yay. And Joel.
Hi, Remy. It's great to see everybody. I'm with Rubin Communications Group, which is a public relations firm in Virginia Beach, but have been very involved in offshore wind on behalf of Dominion Energy. I run a campaign called Wednesdays, and I've done a lot of reporting in my weekly newsletter about previous Kidwind projects and tried to help spread the word with Remy down here. But this will be my first time. I've been to the competitions, but I've never judged. So this will be my first time as a judge. I figured let's jump in with both feet and see what that experience is like.
Wonderful, Joel. Thanks so much for being here. Danielle.
Hi, Danielle Kassinger, Director of Origination with Orsted, and I also used to sell wind turbines. This will be my first time volunteering with Kidwin, so just happy to help out.
Thank you. Megan Jennings. Good to see you.
Hi. Hi, Remy. I'm Megan. I work for Rappahannock Electric Cooperative. We're actually based out of Fredericksburg, but I live locally in Virginia Beach. I work remotely. This will be my first Kidwind event, but I was on CWC at JMU and we worked with Remy.
I would not, that's like such a fun state flag.
Awesome. How about Claiborne? If you're around. Okay, we can come back. Tiffany? Okay. Nikki, how about Nikki Agerson?
Hi, yeah, I'm Nikki Ackerson. I'm with Avangrid or Kitty Hawk Wind. This is going to be my first time at Kidwind and excited to be helping.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We have Emily.
Hey there. Hi, yeah, my name's Emily Williams.
Hey, I'm Emily with
Emily.
Dominion
I'm
Energy.
sorry.
I'm one of their
Sorry.
key account. Oh,
That's okay. There's two Emilys. My bad.
I'll go ahead and finish. I'm with Dominion Energy. This will be my first year judging.
Wonderful. And then the other Emily without a last name.
Hi, yeah. Other Emily here. I'm with Sun Tribe Development. It'll be my first time judging as well. Looking forward to it.
Wonderful. Lou Bowers.
Hi, Lou Bowers with Avangrid Renewables. I'm a meteorologist and physical oceanographer, and it's part of Kitty Hawk Wind.
Awesome. I believe you're going to be speaking with us too.
Yes.
And I'll have to say I'm a fellow oceanographer. So nice to meet you.
All right.
Awesome. I think we had Rob.
Yeah, hi, this is Rob Probst. I'm with Urban Grid. I'm a senior development manager here, and this will be my second time as a judge for the Kidwin Challenge.
Wonderful. And I think the last person that I saw was Chris.
Hi, yes, I'm also with Kitty Hawk Wind, and this will be my first time doing doing Kidwind in an offshore wind context. I've done it previously for other companies that I've worked for in the states of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota. So I'm very interested to see how fellow East Coasters handle this approach, because I can tell you stories of how it is, and I've told my fellow colleagues what it's like doing this in the cornfields of Nebraska with kids. So I'm looking forward to doing this in Virginia Beach.
Wonderful. Well, hopefully it'll be a wonderful experience. I taught the folks in Kansas how to do a good Kidwin, so hopefully you'll be impressed. Well, wonderful. Thank you all for being here. You guys are going to be judges at either the Tidewater Community College Challenge or the Charlottesville Challenge coming up next week. I'm going to go through some specific event logistics, and Anna, please chime in at any time. And if I miss something, and anybody on the call is more than welcome to chime in if you have specific questions for us. And then after we go through the event logistics, it's going to be real high level for everybody. What is a judge supposed to do? You were sent the profile forms and the judging rubrics and the rules and everything beforehand, but we'll go over them. Make sure you don't have any questions. I remind you of the awards that we give out, and some of them are the responsibility of the judges. And then we'll leave some time for questions, but I'm hoping to get you in and out of here in a half hour. Just know that we are recording this session. So for anybody who is not able to attend this session, any of your colleagues or anything, we'll share the link to the video afterwards, and hopefully everybody will be up to speed. So we'll start out by talking about our Virginia Beach venue. We are going to be hosting our Virginia Beach Challenge on March 4th. That is Monday at Tidewater Community College at the ATC campus. I don't know that there's an address. I don't have an address for that, but we are going to be at the ATC building, which is the green, and then the you can see it on the map here. This is the ATC building, and then the parking lot for everybody to park in, including you all, is highlighted in green. You don't have to worry about buses. Of course, the teams might be coming in buses, but when you show up, there should be no charge, and there's nothing that should be asked of you when you park. So it should be a pretty easy bus situation, or not bus, parking situation. We are always happy to provide lunches to all of our judges and volunteers at the events. We're going to be catering this from Jason's Deli for this challenge. And I know it probably asked when you signed up, but and Anna, let me know if we don't actually need to know dietary needs, or if you already have that, but I threw it in here just in case.
Yep, I already have all of that for everyone, and I ordered a couple extra vegetarian and not vegetarian, so we should be all set.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Within the ATC building, we're pretty much taking over the space. We've got 46 teams registered. Holy goodness. So it's going to be a day, and I greatly appreciate you. Like I said, we will feed you to the best of our abilities. Hopefully we'll still get a break in the day to be able to have lunch without having students in front of you. On the first floor, we're going to have the wind tunnels set up in the atrium. We are going to be doing a knowledge quiz, and that will take place on the first floor. But the rest of it's going to be on the second floor. There's a theater where we'll have our welcome and awards, and there's various classrooms which we'll be using for the solar judging and the wind judging spaces. So you will be kind of moving in and out and up and down the stairs. This event is going to be a little different just because we had so many teams. We had to start the day a little earlier and end the day a little later, but I think it all fits in within a pretty good window. The teams will show up between 8 and 9. Then we'll have a keynote and welcome. But realistically, as a judge, your job starts at 9:30 and it goes until about 2 o'clock. We do ask you or encourage you to show up a good half hour early to, check in with us, make sure you know where your judging room is, run through any of the scheduling things, and then meet your fellow judges, because all judging happens as a team. So yay, hopefully you'll be paired up with someone who's done this before, but either way you get to lean on each other, which makes it more fun. We do encourage at least one judge from each judging team to try to stay through till the awards program, because the judges get to pick the Judges Award, the Blades Award, the Circuit Master Award for solar. It's great to have you there to explain why you chose those teams, but there is the opportunity to write down your justification on a sheet and hand it to me so that I can represent you at the end. But like I said, it's always better when the judges are there to present those awards. So even though judging ends at about 2 o'clock, we usually need a good hour for the judges to then confer after seeing all of their teams to decide how they want to score them and rank them and who the top placing presentations are. But just know that in the solar challenge, it's a little different, but in the wind competition, you're only 50 points out of a whole 100. So you're not actually determining winners because they still have to bring in their production score from the wind tunnel. But we'll go over that kind of stuff. I think Anna sent this out to you previously, but I just wanted to throw this up on the screen. I think we met everybody's needs and interests and put you guys on teams so you can see who you're going to be judging with. I'll stop and make sure there's no questions, or if anybody has a concern that they're on a judging team that they would rather be on a different judging team. Do we have
I
any?
think I'm on solar, right, Remy?
Who is that talking? Sorry.
It's Rich.
Oh, Rich. You are, yeah, we'll get to the Charlottesville challenge next. Yeah.
That's the other one. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, this is just for Tidewater. So awesome. So without any further ado, this is the schedule at a glance for the teams. So as you can see, we've got a lot of elementary school teams. So that's going to be the longest day. That means that the middle school judges on the wind side of things are gonna get done a lot earlier, and you're gonna have a little downtime to maybe go hang out and watch the wind tunnel, which is great. And then the high school judges will be done a little bit later than that. And then on the solar side, the solar team is going to be judging both high school and middle school projects. So just to kind of give you an idea of what you're going to be seeing. Okay, that was the end of the logistics for Tidewater. For Charlottesville, you guys are going to be at the St. Anne's Belfield School, STAB. Is everybody familiar with STAB? Everybody knows STAB, right? Yeah. So we are going to be in the lower grades campus. Is that right, Anna? Maybe you need to speak about this part because this is all new to me.
Yeah, so we are at the lower grades of Belfield campus, which the address is here. So parking when you come in, it's highlighted in the blue. And then there is just like a little walk to the entrance, which we will hopefully have signs leading you to that entrance. So it should be no issue. We will have lunches delivered. And I still need to make sure that I have everyone's dietary restrictions for the Charlottesville teams. But if you didn't submit the Google form or you haven't told me your dietary restrictions, just feel free to like put that in the chat or email me that to make sure I have that. Yeah, there we go.
Awesome. And then again, just to give you an overview of the day, it is pretty much the same time frame. We're starting the rotations and the judging a little bit later at 9:40 as opposed to 9:30, and it goes only until 1:40. It's a little bit shorter window for you guys. Again, I encourage you to show up as early as 9 o'clock. The welcome is always nice. We have an industry speaker usually slated to speak. Maybe it's one of you who's already here. But we also acknowledge all of our judges. So it's always nice for them to put a face to the name and you guys can stand up and wave and it's super fun. And you also might get a chance to see some of the wind turbines in the wind tunnel, because that's the other thing is that if you're stuck in a judging room all day, you don't ever get to see the turbines in action. You're just hearing them talk about their designs. So it is nice to be able to either show up a little early while we have the wind tunnel open, or end a little early so that you can see some of the turbines performing. So you kind of see what that part is like. And then, like I said, staying towards the end to participate in the award ceremony is always encouraged, but not required. So we understand if you can only be there from, 9:30 to whatever. But we love to have you there. For the judge responsibilities, this is what Anna has determined from what you responded to in the form. Again, if you have any problems with that, let us know and we can try to make some movements, but we appreciate your help. And again, the big thing is that you don't have to be an expert to be a judge. That's the key. You have to be willing to listen and ask good questions. And we don't expect you to be a content matter expert. Any thoughts or questions or comments before I move on?
I just want to add real quick for this one. There was a bunch of middle school wind teams, but only one high school wind team, and then less middle school solar. So you'll see in the schedule that one high school team is actually in the solar room. So if you're judging solely solar, you'll just have one wind team to judge. But the score for them, it doesn't really matter as much because they'll automatically be invited. Like you'll still score them, but it's not as like high pressure because they automatically are first place.
Yeah, thank you for explaining that. So so this is the schedule for the day and all the teams that you guys will be seeing. We do have a middle school wind room and looks like a solar room that has one high school wind team in it. So so moving on to the judging responsibilities. This is pretty much the same for it's a little bit different for wind and solar, but I'll go through it. Basically, we're asking, and Anna, correct me if I'm wrong, we have a 15-minute slot for both wind and solar teams.
Solar has 20 minutes and wind has 15.
Okay. So, so we have a 15-minute window for the wind teams because they don't have to demonstrate. They have their time in the wind tunnel. But on the solar side, they need an extra 5 minutes or so to be able to demonstrate that their solar device is working. We'll have a table in the solar judging room with the lights on it and everything so that you guys can, so they can set their project down and you can put the lights on it and they can talk you through what their device is supposed to do. So that's why it's a little bit different. But for the most part, we ask the students to prepare a up to 7-minute presentation with the idea that you guys would then have a 3-minute Q&A session. Now, you all are welcome to run this as informally as you want to or formally. You know, feel free to stand up and walk around their projects and, you know, get intimate with, you know, talking to them in a small group, or you can feel free to stay sitting and have them do a more formal presentation. But they should all be ready with a formal presentation. So again, 10 minutes is what we're asking you to keep it to. For the solar competition, 85% of their score comes from your judging document. And the wind side of things, it's only 50% because of the fact that they have another piece in the wind tunnel. So it's a little bit different in that part. We also have superlative awards that you'll be wanting to keep an eye on. So you'll have a judging rubric in front of you. We ask to make it easier on everybody, you just fill out one scoring rubric per team. So as a team of judges, there may be 3, there may be 5 of you in a room, depends on the challenge. Then those 3 people would fill out one scoring rubric for the team and then turn that into us. We will also provide you with note sheets that asks for like one written comment on what they did really well and one written comment on what they didn't do or what they could improve on. Because those quantitative numbers that we send them back don't mean as much as, you know, a comment like maybe practice your presentation more, or did you think about developing a more sophisticated gear train, or, you know, whatever. So, so those, even one sentence that you guys individually write and put with that score sheet are super helpful to the teams. So we appreciate that. Then, like I said, after all of the teams have been interviewed, we have a couple of superlative awards in each category, and I'll go through those in a minute. But just make sure that those are kind of always in the back of your mind. We do ask you to kind of keep an eye out for illegal parts or things that are that don't meet the rules. For wind turbines, that's unsafe blades that maybe look like, you know, metal blades held on with duct tape, which we don't usually see. So you don't usually have any problems. Pre-made airfoils are a thing. So that's a thing. And then, you know, for those of you who want to keep an eye on that, there's different generator divisions. So sometimes they all have to have the Kidwind generator to be in the division. And then Anna, do we even have any open division teams at this challenge, either of these?
We have one at the Charlottesville.
Okay, and the open division team just means that the team has either purchased a separate generator or has built their own generator. So it is just, it's not the Kidwind generator. And we will designate that. I'll be in the wind tunnel all day and I'll know which teams. It doesn't have anything to do with the judging. It matters more in the wind tunnel, the way we rank them. But, you know, just know that there may be somebody in your team, in your room that comes in with a built generator. So that's, you know, something to keep an eye out for. We also, of course, are looking to make sure that the projects were built by the students. So, you know, always keeping an eye on, did that look like the parent really did a lot of that work? You know, that kind of stuff. And then, of course, you know, have fun, ask great questions, enjoy these students, and eat snacks. I always have to tell you guys that because for some reason you never eat the snacks I put in the room. So when it comes to these superlative awards, on the wind side of the competition, the judges recognize a team who's constructed really nice blades, or they really understand the science and technology behind the blades. That's the Blades Award. And again, these awards are superlatives. They're secondary to first, second, and third place trophies. You won't know who the winners are, but a lot of times, you know, the judges have different strategies. you know, you're welcome to wait until we find out who first, second, and third are before you assign those because you want to spread the wealth. Or you can just do it with your gut. And if they happen to also be the first place winner and they win all 3 of these awards, then that's the thing. But there's also a judges award, which is again, up to you guys. You can acknowledge a team for whatever you want. It's usually, a team that may not have placed, but impressed you with their spirit of determination. They could be kids that sung a song because they were super cute. Like you can do whatever you want. That's your award. Have fun with it. We will award a Wind Geek Award based on the highest scoring team in the knowledge quiz. And we will also award a sportsmanship award. And that's usually done by those folks sitting at the wind tunnel because the kind of work ethic and sportsmanship that we see in the wind tunnel should be recognized. It's not something that you guys would see. So those are our 4 superlative awards for wind. We have 4 similar awards for solar. Again, the judges award is, you can kind of recognize whoever you want. It's also kind of called the Dream Big Award, recognizing teams who attempted to construct a really hefty solar project with a really great mission, had great aspirations, but maybe just didn't get there technically. But again, judges award, you can take that where you want to. The Circuit Master Award is our technical award. They had super sophisticated circuitry. They really knew what they were talking about. They had microcontrollers, like whatever. It's about the circuitry. The Solar Guru Award is again awarded by us based on the knowledge quiz scores. And then the rest of everybody at the event gets to vote on the People's Choice Awards. This is always a fun award where you get to walk around the hall and see all the solar projects and pick your favorite solar project. For whatever reason, it was really pretty. It solved a really cool problem. Had a really nice, funny name. I don't know. People vote for strange things. Who knows? But you guys are always also welcome to vote for the judges or the People's Choice Award if you have time as well. Hi, that's a lot. Any questions on the awards? You'll have descriptions of all of these sitting on your table, so you don't have to memorize this.
I just want to add, you might have said this, is that each of the judges awards and the specific one for the division is per division. So elementary get to choose one, middle get to choose one, and high school get to choose one. So I just wanted to clarify that.
Will the rubrics, will they be provided for us at the tables?
Yes, definitely.
Do the
When you
scoring?
show up, everything will be there. All you need to do is bring yourself. We'll provide you
Okay.
pens and drinks and snacks and rubrics and forms and everything.
Good.
Yes, that's a great question. And so at this point, I mean, we have about 5 minutes left. I'm happy to run through all the rubrics and profile forms like with you on the call, but I know you received them in advance. I think maybe we could start by just opening it up to those of you who might have any questions about the rubrics.
Do we have to bring anything with us? Like, we don't have to bring a laptop or anything, do we?
No, we do everything on paper. So we'll
Okay.
make sure you have paper and pens and places to take notes. If you want to bring an extra notebook to like write a bunch of notes, feel free.
Okay, I gotta run.
Megan
Thanks a lot.
speaking.
Thank you.
In previous years, I've found that I wanted a calculator for tallying up
Not a bad idea.
Scores. So either a calculator, or if you're an Excel person, you may want to have one computer per group.
Good point. Thank you, Megan.
I'm just going to use my cell phone to add them up.
Awesome.
I have 2 things real quick. One is you guys might be able to tell me. I'm not sure if I shared the profile form. Remy, did you share that with them? I'm not sure if I include that in my email.
It's in the rule book.
Okay.
But honestly, I was about to say the profile forms are the least of your worries. The team is supposed to fill that out and bring it with them, but we don't really enforce this. So like 90% of the time, the team probably doesn't have it, but it is something that each team is supposed to fill out as like a spec sheet about their project. So it's supposed to tell you like, do I have a gearbox? Did I build my own generator? How many switches do I have? What are my loads? How many watts do my solar panels put out? So it's their opportunity to give you the technical details of their project up front So you don't have to waste time during the presentation or something. But again, a lot of teams won't have them. So I guess I don't really want to belabor that point. I think as long as you're super familiar with the rubric, you're going to be ready for the day.
I think Tiffany
Yes,
has a
Tiffany?
question.
Mhm.
Hi, this is Tiffany. So my question is when we are checking in, preferably 7:30 a.m., correct?
Oh, you don't have to show up that early. I would say by 9 would be great. The teams will be showing up between 8 and 9, and then at 9 o'clock, we'll start with the welcome, which we will acknowledge all the judges at the welcome. So it's kind of nice to have you there. And then your responsibilities don't start until 9:30 or 9:40, depending on which competition you're at.
Okay, so I should be there at 9 or a little bit before 9, correct?
I think that would be fantastic.
Okay, and then my additional question is I know that there will be already classes in session. So is there like I guess key card or anything I have to be aware of if we're trying to enter to the building?
Which challenge are you going to?
I'm going to the WIN challenge for high school. I'm a high school judge for the WIN tournament.
Which location are you going to be in? Virginia
Oh,
Beach?
Virginia Beach location for the Tidewater Community College.
I don't believe there's any, Anna maybe can answer that better, but I don't think there's anything you need to do differently.
We haven't heard of anything like that, so I would think no.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure. Thank you.
Yeah, just make sure you're going to the ATC campus at Tidewater because it's
Yep.
at the Advanced Technology Center. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Are there any other questions? Wonderful. Well, I will send around the link, or Anna can help me send around the link to everybody. And if you have any questions between now and then, feel free to email. I know I will be traveling, so it might be best if you have direct questions to text me or email or call my cell phone number, which is at the bottom of my signature.
Thank you all.
You bet.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Remy.
Thank you.
Have a
See you
good
Monday.
one.
Thanks. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys.